Dr. Glenn Boyce, Holmes Community College.
Good morning. It is wonderful to be amongst friends. I tell you, I've been in this county for 30 years as an educator, wandering around from place to place, and have gotten to know an awful lot of you. And it is just a real joy to be here this morning to be able to talk about Holmes Community College for a quick second and then introduce a very special guest. I would like to say this. I'd like to give the thanks to our Board of Supervisors, all of our politicians, and everybody who supports us, to Rita, and everybody else out there that cares about us. I want to say this, and I'd be remiss if I didn't talk for a second about Holmes and tell you what we have to offer to you very quickly. 1985, Holmes Community College opened up with 300 students. Back in the back is Joe Adams sitting there, and he was here in 1985, and he's still here. That's quite an accomplishment, because today we enrolled over 4,000 students on our Ridgeland campus at Holmes Community College. And there's no end in sight. We've had a 70% growth in just the last 3 to 4 years. We're building new buildings. We're building parking lots as fast as we can, ladies and gentlemen. We just put in a 312 spot parking spot for this fall, and we thought, whew, we got at least 1 year reprieve, because as you all know, if students are going to deem anything at higher education, it's going to be parking. Everybody wants to park right next to their front door. Day one, not a single spot was empty. So here we go. You know, those are the kinds of issues we have, capacity, because of the great educational attitude of this county, and we're very pleased by that. Let me tell you what I have to offer today, and I think this is very important, because I think a lot of people in Madison County are missing it. And please understand, one of my missions as president of Holmes Community College is to make sure that Madison County has the highest trained labor force possible. I think that is a part of the success of this county. And I told Dan I was going to mention Nissan for just a second, and I am. He didn't mind if I said it, as long as I said it in a positive light. So that's coming. But we offer workforce training at the center, McGowan Training Center, on our campus, a mile from here. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it is the nicest, most sophisticated, world-class center. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to make this statement arrogantly, practically in the nation. I have never seen one any nicer. 60,000 square feet, the latest equipment, a beautiful facility, and run by first-class, quality-driven excellence. And so what I want to do is offer up that center today to all the businesses here for training that have not used it to this point. And we have funding to help you with as well. So if you have training needs, professional development needs, want to grow your business or your industry, and you haven't stopped by the McGowan Training Center in Ridgeland, that's a stop that I would implore you to make, because I promise you, you're going to find a receptive audience to helping you grow your labor force to what you want it to be. So please understand that, and to tell you how significant that is for us, we feel strongly in our relationship with Nissan that we work with a world-class organization, a world-class car company. And they brought world-class understanding to Madison County and to Holmes Community College as well. Very few people don't understand this or have never been told this, but we've already trained over 30,000 people, very humbly and very quietly, for the automotive industry of this state. And we did it with a lot of pressure, okay, with a lot of concern as to whether or not we were as good as we needed to be. And we found out that the people of Mississippi were that good, and the labor force in Mississippi was that good. That's who we are. Today, we will train anywhere between 7,000 to 10,000 new people that will come through that center for your labor force. And we implore you to take advantage of it. As I take in, and by the way, that's in a wide variety of programs, all the way from banking and customer service to manufacturing to welding to anything you can imagine, and anything you can dream up. We'll see if we can find it and put it together. That's our commitment to Madison County and to all of you. On July 27, 2009, Dr. Hank Bounds was appointed by the Board of Trustees of the State Institution of Higher Learning as Mississippi's 6th Commissioner of Higher Education. As a lifelong educator, Dr. Bounds has served as State Superintendent of Education, Superintendent of the Pascagoula School District, and as principal at several different locations. He holds a bachelor's degree from the University of Southern Mississippi, along with a master's degree in administration. He holds a doctorate degree in educational leadership from the University of Mississippi. Now, as you can imagine, Dr. Bounds, his accomplishments are significant. And I need to talk to you about 3 of them before I hand this mic over to him that are in relationship to he and I, because that helps set the vision for Madison County and for what we're hoping to achieve. The first thing is this. He has been a leader in the articulation agreements to have a seamless transition between our community colleges and the universities of this state, so that your children and our students don't lose credits as they move from one entity to, I see a lot of shaking your heads. This was big. And for his part, to be candid with you, it was even bigger than trying to get 15 presidents on page, okay? Because he had to get 8 universities and who knows how many schools inside those universities on page. It's an enormous challenge. It's been achieved, and that's something that we're very excited about, and I compliment Dr. Bound's leadership. Couldn't have been done without him. Secondly, and this is really pertinent to Madison County and to us, okay? Dr. Bounds has really worked on outreach programs with the universities. The University of Mississippi teaches programs and degrees on our Grenada campus in Grenada. We have a large campus in Grenada. It is a wonderful thing to bring 4-year degrees to local communities because it keeps the labor force at home and it allows students and non-traditional students and people who have dreamed of it when they're 40 and 45 who are place-bound the opportunity to further their education. And I've got to tell you, I've been meeting with one entity for over a year now in the medical field. I'm about to meet next Tuesday with another entity to work very hard to bring 4-year programs into Madison County that are complete programs onto the campus of Holmes Community College with Dr. Bound's support and the support of these universities. We're excited about what that endeavor may mean to keeping our children at home. So that's a wonderful thing, and I'm really excited and appreciate Dr. Bound's leadership. And finally, Dr. Bounds and I sit together on the Education Achievement Council for the state of Mississippi. And I want to tell you what that council is about and why it's so important. And the bottom line is that council is going to bring the highest performing and the most accountable higher ed system in the nation right here to the state of Mississippi. I'm hoping that with Dr. Bound's leadership and with all the involvement, that we will be absolutely the example of performance and accountability in the higher ed system of this nation. So without further ado, I introduce you to a very special leader, Dr. Hank Bounds.